who's ready for some live girl chat? Are you guys excited?
So ready. You too? Good.
Make sure to head over to The Real Daytime's Instagram page and use the hashtag #GirlChatLive to join in on the conversation. We love hearing from our fans. And speaking of our fans, we love calling lucky viewers each day to talk to us on our hotline bling.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Obsessed.
But I think it's time we turn the tables, you guys. That's right. We want you to get in touch with us. It's
Get ready for it.
of our latest contest, The Real's Dollar Hollaback. I'm so excited for that. Okay, guys, so here's how it works. Once a week throughout the month of February, we'll shout out one lucky fan's name and Instagram handle. If you hear your handle, you have until the end of the show to direct message us on Instagram at The Real Daytime. If you holla back in time, you will win $1,000.
That's so major.
This is so exciting. I know. Okay. Are you all ready to find out who needs the holla back at us today? All right.
Okay, you have to listen up.
Listen up,
dude, because this is your money.
Yes,
you gotta
yes,
get
yes.
this.
All right, we want to hear from Elizabeth Jules, okay, whose Instagram handle is @darkbubble. Elizabeth, girl, if you are watching, head to The Real Daytime's Instagram page and hit us up ASAP. And if anyone watching right now knows Elizabeth, text her, call her, wake her up,
Get
help
her
her get
ass
her
up.
money,
Yes.
honey.
Yes.
And the second we hear from Elizabeth, we will let you all know. Good luck, girl.
That is
Yes.
so awesome.
That's really cool.
Girl, somebody needs to wake you up.
Yes.
Wow, someone who has over 100 million Instagram fans is Kylie Jenner, who recently just gave birth to a baby girl. So all her fans were waiting anxiously for Kylie to announce her daughter's name. And yesterday, the world found out. Kylie posted a picture of her daughter holding her finger to Instagram, revealing her name, Stormy Webster. Yes. Kylie choosing to give Stormy the last name of her boyfriend, Travis Scott. Welcome to the world, Stormy.
Yes.
So awesome. Yes. Well, from babies to busts, this week the Today Show had Travel Channel host Josh Gates on to reveal what Egyptian queen Nefertiti, considered by many to be the most beautiful woman in ancient Egypt, would have looked like in her day. Alongside Hoda Kotb, and Savannah, Gates unmasked what he called a, quote, very accurate 3D bust of Nefertiti, made through imaging and forensic reconstruction. Well, the internet immediately went in after many noticed that the bust didn't have beautiful brown skin like an Egyptian princess should.
The silence right now
I
with
know.
you guys is cray.
People also felt like Hoda should have known better, considering she herself is an Egyptian American. The best tweet came from user @Rashida Sheeds, who said, quote, this is why it's important that we know our history from which we came. Nefertiti and the rest of the great pharaohs, kings, and queens from ancient Kemet, I believe that's how you say it, land of the blacks, now known as Egypt, did not look like Susan from HR. Wow. Shame on whoever did this, is
Why
what she
Susan,
said.
though? Why
I know, why Susan?
Susan?
So, ladies, does this bust look accurate to you, or do you think that maybe they should have done a little more research?
This is another job for Jamal the intern. Y'all should have all y'all had to do was ask somebody, because the thing is that she looked like Kathy Lee Gifford. That's who I thought it was. You know.
No way.
She does.
No,
Yes,
I got
she
one.
does.
She looks
does.
like, get this, you watch Shark Tank? Barbara Corcoran? Yes.
Does that?
Come on.
But that's
Thank you, you're welcome.
with a really good tan.
First of all, let me correct everybody. We're not saying when we're comparing them to people that those people are ugly. or
No.
that we're just saying that they're not
Not
necessarily
what
what
you
you
would-
think Nefertiti looks like.
Yeah.
We're talking about a little more thicker lips, more of a cheekbone. That's
Yeah,
what we're
she has
saying.
no
Okay.
cheekbone. When you
and
actually-
she has a smile.
Yes.
She should have
She looks
somewhat
so
of a
sad,
smile. Yes.
huh?
That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
When you
so.
actually research to see the mummy, because their mummification process is so epic, when you look at it, the cheekbones are so prominent and so bold. This doesn't look like the bust of the mummy.
I just like the tweets, because the tweets was like, Harper, who this?
I can't. Okay, my only issue is I get it that I get it. That you guys are so crazy. I get it that some of it is actually factual in the sense of bone structure and muscle structure. Like that's what they do.
Yeah,
My
but
issue is who determines the color.
Well, because
I
the
know it's
region
called a genetic.
where you're born is the actual color. That's more of a tan. Now the one that you see, that one is
From a museum in
in
Germany, right?
And that's
remember
one
seeing
that was
that.
made like in the 1300s, you know, like that.
That
So
looks
that's
nothing
more.
like what we saw
Right.
on the Today Show.
Right.
The Nefertiti on the Today Show looked like Gravity 1 or something. Like
But then-
her face.
But let me
I
tell
swear
you,
her face is like this, and she looks kind of like
well,
sad.
back in the day, right, they used to sell Nefertitis in my hood. My grandma and aunts used to have them. Remember
Yes.
the ones that they was super black?
Yes.
Yeah,
got
but
a
in my
picture of that
mind, Nefertiti looks like Iman in the Do You Remember the Time
Look,
video. Am I the
Or
only
Carrie
one?
Hilson.
Yes.
Remember Carrie Hilson did it?
And here's another
gosh.
thing. I know that all Egyptians will range in all different skin colors,
Yeah,
just like
different-
most ethnicities,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
But the one thing
See,
that,
that's Carrie, right?
but the one thing that looked inaccurate
That's
to
Iman.
that,
I feel that that's what it really looked like. That's my opinion. It's kind of like my Bible. You know, the Bible said that God had skin of copper and hair of wool, but my children's Bible had him blonde hair, blue-eyed, so I was confused.
Yeah.
But it literally
Go
said in the
ahead,
Bible
Jean.
he had skin of copper and hair of wool.
The other thing that just immediately looked inaccurate to me is that if you really look back in the history of eyeliner, because I love me some eyeliner, I'm
Right.
gonna look you in your
Oh.
eyeliner when I tell you this, is that it started from rocks and it started from the history of Egyptians creating that because that was their signature, that was their mask, that was the way that they really defined what an eyeliner became to us. That eyeliner that we saw on the Today Show bust is modernized. The eyeliner back then, they're cat wing. They had a very distinct way of creating a look of determination, of ferocity.
other words-
Jeannie's mad at the makeup on the bus.
No, I'm just saying.
She's
when
mad
that-
at the makeup.
Yes, but I am, because first of all, you don't mess up a woman's wingtip liner, ever.
It's detailed.
And second of all, that shows the modernization, though, that they try to make it look
What
like
do
today.
people have to say?
We asked what you guys had to say. At Writer J said, they made her look like a white woman who fell asleep on a tanning bed and is unhappy with the result. It's ridiculous.
That's pretty accurate.
Ridiculous.
And then
what they said.
at Umoja said,
my
that's not
goodness.
her. Why the European features on a black queen?
Because remember, Egypt is in Africa, y'all.
Yes.
A lot of people forget that. It's a
Although
part of Africa.
a lot of them do consider themselves Egyptian or Middle Eastern, it is still in the continent
It's
of
still
Africa.
in the continent, and it will have some type of African features. And that one, you know, at least they could have put a smile on her face.
Yeah.
It's like they could've
Why are
done-
you mad at her expression?
Look at that expression.
Because she
It looks like
looks
she's
sad.
sad.
Yeah, but it looks like something in a museum. They're not gonna have something in a museum like this.
That's in a museum.
No, but the
That's in a
picture on the
museum.
right, she
I don't know.
She looks
That's in a
stoic.
museum.
Oh, a smirk.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
whereas the
looks
one
like-
on the left, she just doesn't look like a queen.
That looks
at
like
all.
the accurate expression of somebody who came
Yes.
out and was like, this don't look like me.
Okay. I think that's what it was. And you know what? When he, you know, if you looked at the actual episode, when he undid it, you couldn't tell him nothing. He was like, oh, we about to throw this down
So
right
true.
here. We about
Yeah,
to
he
watch
was like-
this. We got the DNA, and we done mixed it in, and we got and here you go, boom. And
was, like,
Hoda,
silent.
the face on Hoda's
Yeah.
face, you know, because she's
Yeah.
such a classy
We
woman.
love Hoda.
But if that had been me, I would have been like, bitch, that ain't her. Anyway.
Okay, bringing it back. Well, one former TV host who actually knew what she was talking about is Miss Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
We love Oprah. And in a recent interview with Wall Street Journal magazine, Oprah revealed that she still loves to watch TV. However, tries to stay away from watching the news. Oprah said, quote, all these commentators are on, and they're just yakety yakking. Everybody is talking to themselves. Nobody is listening to anybody. They're there to make their point and make their moment, and we're actually getting nowhere. So I turn it off. Ladies, do you find that the news nowadays is exhausting, like Oprah?
Yes.
Yes.
My husband loves to watch the news. He watches everything. I'm like, you're gonna make me so depressed. I can't take. I literally will ask him, like, babe, can we watch This Is Us? You know, something positive, which he does love as well.
Yeah.
But he tries to stay informed, and I get that. I get that you should be informed. I think that's why we have apps that can keep us updated. But to watch it nonstop and to watch people talk about it, it is incredibly depressing. I thank God for our show that gives people an hour break. Just a break. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch it at all or. Put a break. Sometimes you just need a break from all of that. I don't want to hear that all
Oprah got
24/7.
enough money to pay somebody to watch the news for her,
Exactly.
okay?
Yeah.
Us regular folks, though, we got to stay in tune. I think it's important to find news that fits for you. That maybe, you know, because there are different, there's BBC News, which
There's
I
Bonnie's
like.
BBC is great.
Instagram.
There's my Instagram. There,
Bullet
PBS. PBS News is very good because it doesn't have all the analysis. I like news that it just reports. It doesn't give me the opinionated, you know, that's for me.
Want
So
facts.
I would encourage people still stay in tune with what's happening with the world. And the way the stock market is, Oprah, you better look at the news, girl. You got a lot of money, you know, but it's important to stay in tune with what's happening in the world.
I get what she's saying. Maybe not talk news, where it's like your opinion on what's going on and people arguing. And I do agree, no one is listening to each other, so we're not coming to any agreement because they are just there to, I'm just going to make my point. But an important part is to actually listen.
I agree and learn.
Yeah.
Listen and learn.
Listen and
I
learn.
agree and disagree. So when I was in school and I was reading history books, I legit, Jeannie Mai, have the worst FOMO. Meaning when I was reading like Martin Luther King and his triumphant march, and then seeing what Helen Keller did to invent Braille and Harriet Tubman, all these things, I was like, oh my God, I wish I was at that time. I wish I was feeling the change that was happening.
Right.
And so now I was always like, you know, when is something going to happen that makes me feel proud of being a part of this generation? At this moment, my life took a turn. It started to light up as soon as the hashtag #MeToo and the Time's Up movement began to start, because that is something that's been happening for eons.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm lit about the change and the voices of women speaking up. And so it's made me obsessed about reading. I watched every testimony from Larry Nassar's news piece. I read every op-ed, every article about the victims from the predators of today. And so right now is our time, and I'm excited. I can't stay away from the news. However, I understand, Oprah, when it comes to trash news.
Yeah.
When you click on your Instagram, you guys, when you click and watch things like kids beating up their teachers or talking back to teachers in school, bullies recording themselves beating up other kids, and drama that happens between relationships, when you do that, it filters your feed and you get more of that.
Yeah.
And you get inundated with that. And it's depressing. So you got to be very mindful to filter your news nowadays so that you see the progression we're making and not moving back in our
I
civilization.
hear that. That's great.
Sam?
So great.
Do you watch news, too?
You don't have time?
That's the thing. I have to
kids,
find time to watch the news, and I feel like my kids control my television right now. So I just look at Lonnie's Instagram, and
You
it's
do be
great,
giving the
but
bullet points.
She does, but I will say something about BBC. What I love about BBC when I go overseas and I watch the news, that they're not just talking about their particular area. They're talking about what's going on in the world.
Yes.
Right.
And I think it's very, very important to know that. So I like BBC.
Girl, let's not
I
like
bias.
it. I
You
like
have
it.
a direct outlet to the news. His name is Adam Housley.
I know.
Come on. He's so informed.
Like I said,
That is true.
it's
He's a
find the
walking
news-
encyclopedia.
Find the news that fits for
you.
And someone who's been in the news a lot lately is First Lady Melania Trump. And while Melania may spend less time tweeting than her husband, thank you, she still has a whopping 9.7 million Twitter followers. However, the interesting thing is Melania only follows 5 people. And you'll never believe who made the cut. Barack Obama. British novelist Matt Haig made this realization on Friday, calling it, quote, a lovely bit of husband trolling, considering that President Trump has been very critical of the former president. So, ladies, do you think your man would be cool if you followed someone on social media that they didn't like?
My man would not care because he just
Yeah.
doesn't care about social media at all. Like, I'm the one that's like, babe, you should post this. Like, he doesn't care about social media, but I'm the petty one that will go on his and be like, unfollow this whack person. They were rude to you. This person's a hater. Like, I'm way more petty than he ever could be. He's just not like that at all. But I am very much that kind of loyal friend. Like, if someone... We talked about this before. Like, if you guys didn't like somebody, I'm unfollowing them as well. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know I'm like, that's so sweet.
No,
but
I
it
really
is.
would. If you guys were like, this person was rude to me or nasty, I'm like, oh, hold on.
No,
So I'm back at 11:11.
I would still follow them because I want to make sure that they don't say nothing else. And if they get out of pocket, then I'm going to check their butt. That's what I do. So,
Yeah.
but I'm interested about you, married lady, on the end.
Well, no, actually, I was looking at who follows me, and I was like shocked because Lonnie, guess who follows me?
Who, girl? Who?
Idris Elba.
Wait a
Stop.
second. On
Yes,
Instagram
he
or
does.
Twitter?
On Twitter.
What? Wait.
On Twitter.
We've been sitting
I
here
know.
for
I
4
know, you
seasons
guys.
plus the test season. She's been harping about Idris for years, and you just know now you got the direct connect.
I
She
just
could have been in
found
the
out.
DMs this whole time.
I just found out. I just found
So,
out.
ladies, we gotta talk.
Look, oh no.
What are we gonna do
Oh,
about
no.
this?
That
So
fake
then
though?
and I wasn't even following him. I wasn't following him.
bragging.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't even following him.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to follow Idris now. But I was like contemplating, should I tell Lonnie? Should I not tell Lonnie?
Oh, ladies. Yes.
Well, now you know.
Wait,
There
you
it
guys,
is.
you
It's all
guys.
out in the open.
No, real fam. This is a big moment. We gotta
Yeah.
strategize to do the right thing here because we
Look at
need
Lonnie's
Idris
face.
on this show.
Yeah, we do.
What do we do?
I don't know. He hasn't DM'd me yet, so
all about-
maybe. I'm gonna DM him.
Yeah.
then, Lonnie, and I'll say,
you
come on
got
the
to
show.
meet him. You got to
Yeah,
meet
you
him.
got
You
to
had
meet
him in the
him. I
interview.
haven't.
But I want to
Yes.
see, touch, smell, feel too.
You want her to fight you?
No.
On television, talking about she want to touch and feel your man.
This is Idris Elba. I need to see
Can
his
I have
presence in
anybody to
person.
myself? Can I have anybody?
I need to see
You
him in
heifers always coming in on my territory. It's other men. I ain't up there. What is it, Kit Harington?
Yes.
I don't care about him. Who you
I
like,
do.
Common?
Common,
You know
I got my moment with Common. Thank
Kit
you.
Harrington. I want you to follow me on Twitter. Please. Everybody, tweet that out. Say Kit Harrington. Find him on
Follow
Twitter and say
Lonnie.
follow Lonnie Love. All
Then
right?
it's on. Then. Okay, I get it.